Emma Massingale, horse trainer and adventurer.
This feels like the start of something mega exciting. About 18 months, nearly 2 years in the thought process, developing this carriage, getting the idea to come together, and that's before I even talk about training the horses to be able to do it. I love adventure. In 2015 I started my adventures with the most amazing project on the island, and it's been really hard to come up with something since then. I've done a couple of other adventures, one in the Highlands and one horseboarding across the Outer Hebrides. But adventures with horses are really tough. Like, it's much harder than you would think, because to me the relationship with the horses is the most important thing. So I'm not really interested in them working really hard, having a tough time, or not having enough food. You know, it isn't supposed to be a suff fest for the horses and a great adventure for me. I want it to be a partnership and to continue with the liberty work and the great relationship I have with my horses on a day-to-day basis at home. But I really want to go and travel and see more of the world. And I was thinking and coming out of all sorts of ideas, and to be honest, they seemed really quite lame and I wasn't happy with any of them. Then about 2 years ago, I thought, right, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to create a carriage that can have a tent in it so that I can camp out and have my little dogs with me as well. But importantly, that we could travel a bit with the horses, so I could go across distances. Because my Liberty team, obviously it's multiple horses, so often my favourite number is working a 4 at a time. And I thought the carriage driving, working them as a 4 in hand or 4 abreast, it's really similar to my Liberty work. The only difference is they need to be attached to a harness and obviously to pull the carriage. So over the last 18 months, I've been training them to do that, which is quite a big ask on a pony really, especially when they've never done anything like that before. So last summer, I was putting in loads of miles, loads of hours, and you might have noticed on some of my YouTube videos, there was lots of carriage driving, but it was all for this one purpose, to be able to go off and have great adventures with my amazing ponies. I mean, they do so many different things. They, you know, we roam and ride, we ride at liberty, they can hack, they can pack, they can do all sorts of amazing things. And it's really hard to leave them at home. You know, I want to take them with me, but I want them to be happy and to be able to enjoy the adventure as much as I do. Now, why a carriage over pack horses? So you can have pack saddles on horses, and that means they carry the equipment. And I have done some adventures like this. I've got a pack saddle, and I like it. It's good, and it's really good for going over terrain. You know, different you know, hills, mountains, things like that. Things where this carriage can't go. You know, so it's really good for that. But for me and my horses and the way I work with them, I feel that that's more of like a day thing. I don't feel comfortable taking them out for night after night after night, because you can't carry enough stuff. So horses can carry, this is like the official, you know, what's acceptable. So horses can carry 20% of their body weight. So most of my Connemara's weigh, let's just say 500 kilos, which means they can carry 100 kilos each. Now, 100 kilos sounds quite a lot, but actually by the time you put your tent, your food and all of that stuff in, you actually can't take that much stuff with you at all. And not to mention, I wouldn't actually want any of my ponies to carry 100 kilos. I feel that would be too much. So to me, that wasn't really an option long term, because it's always the horse's stuff that gets left behind, isn't it? So you have to take your food, you have to take warm clothes, camping stuff, all of that stuff. And even if you keep it really minimal, you're still going to have to leave behind some of the horse food. And you know, I've seen quite a few adventures and people doing trips and stuff online, and I've always felt like maybe it costs a bit too much of the relationship. And certainly that's my experience. When I did the Highlands, I wasn't happy. I couldn't have enough stuff with me for the horses to keep them really happy and comfortable. And again, that has an impact on the relationship you're going to be able to have with your horses. So that was not really an option. With a carriage, the horses can pull so much more than they can ever carry. So with a single horse pulling a carriage, the official amount is they can pull 1.5 times their weight on a rolling carriage. Okay, so that would be, so if it's a 500 kilo horse, they're going to be able to carry 750 kilos and pull that along with them without having to really do that much work. So if you add 2 horses, it's 3 times the amount of their body weight. So you know, a 500 kilo horse, you can put a lot of stuff on a carriage and get them to pull it. And then I'm going to take a team of 4 or even up to 6 horses. I've got 6 Connemara's that drive and 6 Shetlands that drive. So when you put it like that, I'm going to be able to take their hay, their rugs, you know, all their food. There's no need for anybody to be suffering here. You know, I want to make sure they are happy, comfortable, and it means we're going to be able to travel along and go and see lots of different places, park up, unhitch, and then ride off and do my Liberty and carry on the other work that I do, and go off for day rides and things like that, but be able to enjoy the horses whilst travelling along. So I am really excited to have finally got this set up. It looks absolutely epic. I follow like adventurers, and I follow loads of people on YouTube who have amazing defenders and like cool van conversions, and I've been like, oh, I want to do that, I really want to do that. But I found no way of making that possible with horses until now. And now I'm like, yes, this is it. This is going to be so cool. And the best thing about it is it packs up and it can travel, and we can put it in the back of the trailer. I hope. I haven't actually tried to see if it fits yet, but hopefully we'll be able to put it in the trailer or in the back of the lorry and be able to head off. And we've got some absolutely epic trips planned for it. It's just going to be incredible. So what we're going to do on YouTube, if you make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, because you're not going to want to miss any of these amazing adventures. You won't believe some of these places we're going to take the horses to. I actually have 2 of these. I've got another one set up for my Shetland pony team, so we're going to be able to do different adventures with different horses, because the Shetland ponies are quite different to the Connemara's. Obviously I can't ride them, but they've got other skills coming along as well, such as skiing. They can do the Liberty work as well, and also they have access to places where the bigger ponies just can't get to. You know, everyone loves to see a fluffy Shetland pony, so I can get away with a lot more stuff with them. So I thought, right, I'm going to have 2 set up so that we can head off and go different places with different ponies and enjoy different aspects of horsemanship as we go. It's so cool the way it's got 3 doors, so you can literally park it anywhere where you've got the most shelter and be able to look out and see the ponies, and they'll be able to just free graze around, and I'll be able to keep my eyes on them and see what they're up to. The carriage has got some amazing features. I mean, this tent box is a standard tent box that you can just put on the roof of your car or anything like that. That's what it's designed for. But I had the carriage built to be nice and light, but most importantly, as safe as possible for my horses. So it's got really cool indicators, and these I can just I can undo them and they like come out like this. I've got lights. Let me hit some indicators. Look at that, so cool. And I've got lights on it. Not that I'm going to be driving at night, but if you never know what happens. It's got, we've also got like really good brakes. I went for front and back brakes, although, you know, it's not necessary always on the carriage to have both. I think for me, places where I'm going to go, I think it's always just better to have, you know, belt and braces. There's still quite a few little accessories that I'd love to like tweak it and, you know, improve it, and a few other things that I think I need for longer adventures. But I kind of want to get it out and sort of go out for the odd one night camping away, see how it goes, see how we are. Because once you start using something, you're always better, and you always get a better feel for it, don't you, as to how it actually works. So we're just going to sort of head out, do a couple of overnighters more locally up on the moors around here, and then we'll start to go further afield once the ponies are happy pulling it, they've got a bit more experience, and we're off.